So now that you've learned to create your own views and be able to export it or edit it and save it how you'd like, of course, the next option would be maybe you don't want to go through the whole situation of trying to go and navigate to that specific view every time. So in that case, you may want to go ahead and create yourself a dashboard. Now, of course, we created you a dashboard to default to, but not all situations are the same. And of course, as you get more comfortable, you want it to do what you want, serve you best. So in this case, maybe you want a different dash for each book, or maybe you want a dash that just shows you a snapshot of each one, however you might want it. And so in order to do that, all you have to do is click on New. And when you click on New, you can see there's different configurations there, so kind of however you want. If you do kind of want a bigger, just broad overview, maybe you don't need such a small window dashboard. Maybe you can get a little bit bigger, and that can help you to see what you need. So I'm going to choose that one for our example here, and I'm going to click Create. And now you can see there's a little wireframe section here of all the different areas, and now we have to put things in those boxes. And there's a lot of choices here. You can see these little icons, or up here also are choices that you could choose if if you wanted to go in that direction. It gives you those options here. But I like to click on this little icon here to choose what I want. And in most cases, unless you've created a chart or something which we haven't talked about yet, you're going to just insert a list, and that's what those views are. So I'm going to click on Insert List. And you can insert any kind of list. So in this case, we created a list of cases. So I'm going to go ahead and choose, instead of accounts, I'm going to choose cases. And then I'm going to find that view. So if I drop that down, I'm going to find all the way down at the bottom is your special views. So I'm going to click on those active cases. And then once I have what I want, I click Add. And you'll notice here it doesn't look like much has happened other than it turned blue and everything, but it's there. Okay, and if you want to double check it, you can always double click on it here, and then you will see what it is. Oh yeah, here it is. That's the default view, so you can always review it if you need to. And then you just continue on with however many you want. Maybe you only want the one, or maybe you're going to choose another. And you don't have to choose cases again. You could certainly, let's say I wanted to see all my contacts in this box here, so I could choose contacts, my active contacts, and add that. Or I could even choose, maybe I want to know on my issues the schedule, so I can choose issues down here, and I can go down here and choose my schedule to see that. So there can be all different types of records here, that just to give you that snapshot, and you don't have to fill them even all out if you don't want to. So this makes it kind of nice. The last bit that we have to do is give it a name. So you can call it, let's just call this one Highland Lakes Production, or you could call it, Highland Lakes Sales Snapshot or something. Whatever you want. It's for you, so it's up to you what you want to call it. And then the last bit here is we're going to click Save. And when we click Save, it doesn't seem to do anything, so I can click, and it's like, oh no, what happened? Well, nothing really. It doesn't give you much of an indication of saving. So you can click Close. And then when you hit Close, look, there it is. Okay, and here's all the boxes that we put in. Right, so that's all ready to go for you. You can always set it as default. Now let's say I do decide I want to change something here. I want to add a box here. All I have to do is go to my Edit button, and when I click Edit, it brings me right back to where I was, and I can go over here and maybe I want to choose something else to add. Maybe I do want to put in my active accounts or something like that. Or, like I said, you could put all the different books, however you want to do it, and then again, hit Save. Don't despair. It's okay that nothing is happening. You just want to hit that before you hit Close. And then all of a sudden it should be there. And if it doesn't pop up like that, sometimes I find I have to refresh. Or maybe it didn't save. Nope, it did. It just didn't refresh. So before before you panic, make sure that some of those things have done, and just, again, take a breath and refresh. That's often the case that will happen. So that's how you create your dashboard.